Oh yeah, going to start with the motivation. Okay, I keep forgetting. Okay, so I'm going to say actually, on next Wednesday we're it's not a set piece thing, but there's a couple of things that we can chat about, and one of the thing is this whole thing about bodhicitta, so-called motivation, and
Are
I
you
want to go.
recording?
Oh, yes, yes, I am. So I want to do a little bit about the motivation, but basically it's very simple, really, is that you just look around and you see the mess, You see how people want happiness and they're doing the exact opposite. Your heart breaks, and you say, oh, if only, if only, there was somebody who knew how to put this right, And then there's a feeling then that, well, I'm just like them, and I'm in a mess, Maybe I can change. And maybe when I change, I will know how to help others. That's the motivation. I quite like that, actually. Hey, hello, Sheila. What's his name?
Yeah. Oh, her name is Victoria.
Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Okay. So, I noticed that one of the things to do, like if you're giving a public talk, is to start off with an amusing story, and I tell you mine. Okay, this is the one I have prepared, I woke up in the middle of the night, half awake. You know what it's like. Or half awake, and it's really dark, and just barely able to see around the room. I think everybody knows, what that's like, So I'm lying down, looking up at the ceiling, and I'm going, geez, what's that? I saw this kind of black kind of thing, up in the ceiling, and there are some interesting animals in Spain. So what's this black thing on the ceiling, And next thing, in the dark of the room, I'm looking up at it and I say, oh my God, it's moved. It's alive. And it's kind of interesting, when your mind is like that, it's very easy to be petrified. Like I can remember as a teenager lying in bed reading scary books, being absolutely petrified, But interestingly enough, this time I just kept looking, And next time I went, Jesus, two of them. On the ceiling, And I kept looking, and then I realised it's the downlights in the room. The little lights in the ceiling, And there was no need to jump out of bed, to switch on the light, to get a brush to try and defend myself, to wake Cecily up. There was no need to do any of those things, So basically, when we don't see what we're experiencing clearly, it's kind of pretty obvious that there's going to be some kind of turmoil there, So basically, when you start to sit, the very first thing as you start to sit is you just open. Simply open. You just, awake. Not trying to accomplish anything, not trying to control what's happening, Leaving everything just as it is, So when you do that, what's happening? So what you see is things appear in your mind, like thoughts, memories, stories, all that stuff appears. Just keep noticing that for a little while. And ask yourself the question, what are they? Do you see how this relates to my seeing the monsters in the ceiling. What are they, you know? And you realize they're not 100% real. They're constantly fading away and replaced by new appearances. And the new ones are made of the same stuff as the old ones, you know? They follow the same pattern. Now you have clarity. There's no need to jump up and engage with what is happening in your mind. The appearances are already empty. You can just rest. This is how it's possible to rest in meditation for long periods of time. It's because you see the nature of reality. And basically you can release the grasping and just rest back in the present. And now that you've seen the nature of these, there's no need to keep looking. There's no need to look again. Just rest, open, clear, and just simply getting used to reality, how things actually are. Nice. Okay? Just awake. Just simple. Leaving mind's appearances come and go. Rest. Breathe. Leave your mouth slightly open. There's nothing to be done. There's nothing wrong. You're still here. Thoughts are coming and going. They keep changing. You're still here. Breathing. Awake. No deliberate effort to do anything. You don't have to label the thoughts, memories as being empty. They are empty. You don't have to interpret. Just relax. getting used to being in the present. Awake. Hands off the steering. Relax. Nothing lasts forever. Enjoy just being. Breathing. Take. Breathe. Thoughts, memories, free themselves. Again, present. Here. Now. Letting getting used to. You know, when I'm sitting here, occasionally I have a little check to see how you're doing, you know. And I'm gobsmacked. You seem to have made a breakthrough. So many people, seem to have made a breakthrough. It's just a question of getting used to yourself, just who you really are. Okay.